tarp. We've put our basic supplies that we're going to be looking at packing here. We're going to have a slap of bacon, don't we?
Gotta.
Yep. Okay, well basically what we've done, we've laid out what we're going to put in these boxes. So it's kind of a skimpy little trip, probably 2 men for a couple of days, and basically what we need to take with us. So one of the key things you want to do before you start packing is looking at things that have lids and are liquid. And the magic thing for that is electrical tape.
Up and leak.
They'll loosen up and you'll have everything tasting like maple syrup and sticky. So just a quick wrap of electrical tape. Same with on this. If I'm packing eggs, I'll tape them shut. So I can just cheat. I'll put a little bit of cornmeal in there. I could drop in maybe baking powder. About a pound. Let's see. Pretty close to the same weight. So these will balance out. Put these in each pack box. Then we'll start with the canned goods. So, can of beans for you, one for me. Corn. Milk.
Try to get them in there so they don't rattle.
Yep. More corn. Mushrooms. We're jamming them in tight there, like Bazil said. The less rattling, the better. Some soup. Now we'll start splitting up the other little ingredients. Now we're down to something odd, so now we need something to balance with that. So this is one ingredient you never want to forget. So we'll put one each in them. I'll just use them to sort of muffle some of this stuff that might rattle.
For packing.
So it's pretty good. Plates, and I got the bowls in this one. At the bottom. This is the good bacon to take. Slab bacon, triple smoked, doesn't need refrigeration. And I think that'll bounce off with. Perfect. So we'll start out. Here's a pancake mix. That's a biscuit mix. Sugar and a powdered cream. You put a crouton in each one. I'll put these here in here. Put those in that one there. Now we'll give them just a little check and see how close we are. So I'll pick these up. They feel like they weigh the same. I'd say we're pretty close. Always get a second opinion.
Close enough, I think. They might be a pound out, but very close.
Now if you take a look at the boxes here, see there's room on top. Now there'd be a good place to put some bread if you're going to pack bread with you. Or buns, stuff that you don't want crushed, but your lightest thing's up at the top of the box. You can also put in your tea towels, things like that. Things you don't want to do is put anything that's soap, anything that's gasoline based, you don't want to put it in your food boxes at all. So keep them separate. We usually pack that sort of stuff in with our extra tack and hobbles and things like that. So these boxes, like I say, we'd probably throw a couple loaves of bread on each one. You could maybe, going to pack eggs. I find the best way to pack eggs personally is if I'm taking oats with my horses, I put them in the bottom of the box and pour the oats in on top of them. I've had them roll right over upside down and never break an egg, so it seems to work.
Yeah, a lot of people used to do that. The egg cartons anymore, they seem to be better than they used to be. But we generally just pack the egg cartons and
Yep.
make sure they're tight and they don't bounce up and down.
Yep. Now you see on this box here, from the last trip, I still got a little label of what was in it. So it's got flour, paper, a little list of what was in the box. If you got a lot of horses and a lot of boxes and they're all the same color and you can't remember what you put them in, that's a very handy little thing to do.
It's always good to
Quick
label
label.
the outside
Yeah.
of your boxes.
Yep.
You don't want any more than 2 or 3 pounds
Yep.
difference in them to balance on the load. Any more than that and you should adjust it just a little bit.
Yep. Like a pound is just about where I'd want to be,
Yeah, a pound
Most.
is about right. If you're a pound out, that's okay.
because that's a pound that's going to hit your horse in the withers every step.
Mhm. If your boxes are not balanced, your load will start to roll. You know, you might make it a few miles, but if you're out for a long day, unbalanced load, you're going to have a rolling load.
Yeah. And I
The way to-
always pick the worst spot in the trail to start the slide.
Yeah,
So
always. The way to counteract that, if you have a heavy box, pack the heavy box high and the light one low, so it will balance.
yeah. And on the trail we've done the emergency add a rock to the light one,
Yeah,
but
the load evener.
it's a lot easier to pack them level and straight.
It's
right
always
off the
easier to
bat.
pack them right at the start.
And I've seen horses come in with their cinches dragging and the pack still sitting square.
Yeah, if it's balanced, they'll go a long, long ways.
Yeah. These here are the new style pack box. These are the plastic, virtually indestructible, although I have managed to break one. But they're virtually indestructible. So going back from that, plywood boxes.
Plywood, and then before plywood, you know, you get a wood frame with cowhide stretched over it or moose hide. Those are really getting old.
But I like these boxes here. They work really well. You put your top pack on them, you can adjust them up and down. And the nicest part about these pack boxes is I can sit down and have a cup of coffee.
They're also waterproof,
And they don't get wet.
which is a bonus. I find, Pete, with if you're bringing produce in, you know, we got apples in here, but if you got apples, oranges, if you're bringing in lettuce or tomatoes,
Yeah.
I think your wood boxes are better than these because these are absolutely airtight and they do sweat.
Well, that's some of the things that, you know, old technologies still overpowers
Yeah,
a lot of the new stuff. Yeah.
where these are excellent, they do shine. If you put them in the water with meat in, it'll keep your meat cold. It's just like being in the fridge.
Everything's a trade-off. These don't break if you hit a tree.
Right. Sometimes the wooden ones do.
Yep.